Casting announcements for the new Hunger Games movie have started to roll out, and so far the odds have been in our favor. This movie will be adapted from the most recent novel, Sunrise on the Reaping, which is about the 50th Hunger Games and follows 16-year-old Haymitch in his games. Playing Haymitch Abernathy is going to be Joseph Zada, maybe Zada, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, but he's perfect. He really looks like a young Woody Harrelson who played Haymitch Abernathy in the original series, so great casting. And as his girlfriend, Lenore Dove Baird, we have Whitney Peak. Now, if the last name Baird sounds familiar to you, that's because Lenore Dove is related to Lucy Gray Baird, played by Rachel Zegler in A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Family resemblance, do you see it? I see it. We also now know that McKenna Grace has been cast as Maisie Donner, and I'm so excited about this one. McKenna Grace is one of my favorite young actors in Hollywood right now, and Maisie is such a big and important character. I feel like she's a very dynamic character. She's very complex, and McKenna, I know, is going to nail it. And I'm assuming we'll also get to see her as Mara Lee Donner, who is Maisie's identical twin. Now, as far as I know, that's all that's confirmed right now, but of course I have some fan casts, some personal hopefuls, if you will. Because this book is a prequel to the original Hunger Games series, we get to see younger versions of several familiar characters. I won't give away any plot spoilers, but if you don't want to know who appears in the book, and therefore probably the movie, now would be the time to scroll. So we've got President Snow, who we see a much younger version of in Songbirds, but Snow is now president and he is 58. You know who else is about 58? Kiefer Sutherland, looking just like his daddy, Donald Sutherland, R.I.P., who played President Snow in the original series. Do you see where I'm going with this? He's an actor. He's perfect. Let's go. I'm also a Lost Boys fangirl through and through, so my love for Kiefer Sutherland runs really deep. Then we've got young BT, and personally, I would love to see that role go to Jordan Fisher. Jordan stays on TikTok crying over books, and this one was no exception. He is one of us. Also, he's a dad, and BT's a dad in this, and that's relevant. I just know that Jordan would do BT justice, and I think it would be a really cool casting, so fingers crossed. I've heard rumblings about Elle Fanning potentially being Effie Trinket. I've also heard Kieran Culkin tossed out as a potential Caesar Flickerman. Both great choices, no qualms there. Rumors nonetheless. Then we have Mags. I don't have a particular person in mind for Mags. I just need someone who is warm and maternal, but also fierce, because that's who Mags is. We only got to see her for a moment in Catching Fire, but I fell in love with her nonetheless, and she was already in Avox by then, so it was really cool in this book to learn more about her and see who she is as a person. And we need a Plutarch. Complex and enigmatic even then. He's played by the late, great Seymour Philip Hoffman in the original series, and I just want to see someone who can carry that torch. It's really big shoes to fill. He's a really important role, especially knowing how important he is to the rebellion later on. This is where he and Haymitch first meet, so it's really important for us to kind of see all of the complexity of who he is. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the casting so far, and who would you like to see in the movie?